Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our bride. Please be seated. Good afternoon. We're gathered here today to witness and celebrate an act of deep love. Heather Bradley and Phill DeShawn, in their devotion, respect, and love for each other, have chosen to journey forward in their lives as husband and wife. Who has the honor of presenting this woman to become the bride of this man?
I do.
Okay. Place her hand in Phil's. Give your bouquet to your maid of honor. Okay. Although this is their day, it's also a tribute to all of you. For knowing you and interacting with you has helped make our Heather and Phill who they needed to be to find each other. All of you are the threads of which are woven the tapestry of their lives. And each one of you is an important piece in the story it tells. It is the fabric that they wrap around themselves and take comfort in when the world seems cold. And on days like today, when everything is right in the world, that tapestry is proudly spread out and displayed for everyone to see. Together, you form the community of support that surrounds Heather and Phill. I ask that you always stand beside them and never between them. Offer them your love and support, but not your judgment. Encourage them with kindness and loving hearts, and honor this marriage into which they have come to be joined today. Life without love is like a tree without blossom and fruit. With that thought in mind, we turn for a moment to the parents who have given so much of these two throughout the years. You must have great joy in your hearts today, for you've watched your children to grow up so fast it seems. You've watched them mature and develop in spirit, in emotions, in knowledge, and in wisdom. You've watched as they have entered into this relationship with each other and seen their love grow. You've cried and laughed and realized many of your dreams come true for your children. You've prayed and provided guidance to help them to become the people that they are today. You've expressed your love for them in countless ways over the years, and now today do so again by pledging your continued love and support. If you indeed commit yourself to loving and supporting Phill and Heather in their life together as husband and wife, will you now acknowledge so by saying, "We will"? That's a great way to start. Phill, Heather, do you come here today in the presence of these witnesses with love in your hearts and a desire to be united in marriage?
We do.
I do, yes.
Okay, I'd like to share a passage from 1 Corinthians 13. It says, "Love is patient and love is kind. It doesn't envy and it doesn't boast. It's not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It's not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres." Phill and Heather, the marriage ceremony is the bold first step onto your path of your life together as husband and wife. This day not only signifies a celebration of shared values and commitment, but it also attests to the fact that you've chosen to build your future together in keeping faithfully to your vows, and in bringing to this marriage the best that is within you. Your life together will be filled with joy, and your home will be a place of love. Please take each other's hands so you can see that the gifts they are to you. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love, holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love each other forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future and offer their strength when you need it the most. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you throughout the years, and with the slightest touch, comfort you like none other. These are the hands that will give you the support and encouragement you need to pursue your dreams. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Woven into this cord and imbued into its very fibers are all the hopes of your friends and family and of yourselves for your new life together. With the fashioning of this knot, do I tie all the desires, dreams, love, and happiness wished here in this place to your lives together. With the joining of hands and fashioning of a knot, do I tie your lives together, one to another, in true love. Okay, you can turn loose now. Who holds the rings?
I do.
These rings are a symbol of this affectionate unity. May these two find in each other the love for which all people yearn. May they grow in understanding and compassion, and the home they establish together be one that many will find their friend. Let us take a moment and send our prayers and our thoughts and our love to these rings, so that as they wear them, they carry our love with them as well. Phil, in placing your ring on Heather's finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
As the pledge of my love.
As the pledge of my love.
And as a symbol of our unity.
And as a symbol of our unity.
And with this ring.
And with this ring.
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Heather, in placing your ring on Phil's finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
As the pledge of my love.
As the pledge of my love.
And as a symbol of our unity.
And as a symbol of our unity.
And with this ring.
And with this ring.
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
You can still hold hands. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in asking a blessing on this couple. Our Father, love has been your richest and your greatest gift to the world. And love between a couple that matures into marriage is one of your most beautiful gifts. May your blessing be on these newlyweds. Protect, guide, and bless Phill and Heather in their marriage. And surround them and us with your love, now and always. Amen. This is the part I like. Inasmuch as Phill and Heather had consented together in marriage before this company of friends and family, and declared their faith and pledged their unity by the giving and receiving of a ring, are now joined. You have pledged yourselves to be husband and wife, but always remember, be each other's best friend. And so, by the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Kentucky, I now pronounce you man and wife. Phil, you may kiss your bride.
With pleasure.
Come on, give her a And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you for the first time to Mr. and Mrs. Phill and Heather Dishon.
No, people were, I was,
video.
they said apparently I was grinning ear to ear the whole time. So,
Or maybe she was.
I know, I was happy as I could be.
I'm so glad when you spoke though. You didn't.
Yeah, you did
work,
sound good.
actually. You pulled it together. The actress and you.
Honestly, it kind of sounded just like that. So happy, I'm almost crying. Not like sick.
Hopefully it will video well.
Oh yeah, it'll video fine.
Because you're gonna watch it.
Right? It'll video well, right?
I don't like to see so much pain, so much wasted, and this moment keeps slipping away. I get so tired working so hard for our survival. I look to the time with you to keep me awake and alive. And all my instincts, they return, and the grand facade so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out from the inside. The heat, your eyes, I am complete, your eyes, I see the doorway, the thousand churches, your eyes, the resolution, your eyes, of all the fruitless searches. Oh, I see the light and the heat. Oh, I wanna be that complete. I wanna touch the light, the heat I see in your eyes, in your eyes, in your eyes, in your eyes. Everything she sees, she says she wants. Everything she wants, I see she gets. That's my daughter in the water. Everything she owns, I bought her. Everything she owns. That's my daughter in the water. Everything she knows, I taught her. Everything she knows. Everything I say, she takes to heart. Everything she takes apart. That's my daughter in the water. Every time she fell, I caught her. Every every time she fell. And that's my daughter in the water. I lost every time I fought her. Yeah, I lost every time. She blinks, she strikes somebody blind. Everything she thinks blows her tiny mind. That's my daughter in the water. Who'd have ever thought her? Who'd have ever thought?
That I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do someday. I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't
And the rest sort of wrote itself. They did really well there, but they decided to make me not know for a whole year that they stayed together. And when we had the 1-year anniversary of the GSP program and we all came back for a big sleepover, they both run up to me and like, guess what, guess what, guess what? So that was how I found out. But we want to propose a toast after Dawn goes too, but I wish you all many happy years together, and I'm glad a happy accident brought us all together.
Yay.
Basically, people always want to ask me how I met Phil and Heather, and while it seems like they've always been a package deal, the truth is that I met them both on separate occasions. So Heather and I were classmates together in an advanced poetry class at Murray State, and that's where we got to be friends and humiliate ourselves on a weekly basis. Now, I'm sure it comes to no surprise to anybody that I met Phil at an audition for a low-budget horror film, which we lovingly know as the disaster Dead of Winter.
It's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful.
And it was on that occasion that Phil asked me whether or not I could punch a man square in the nose and walk away nonchalantly. And of course I said yes, and immediately knew that our sense of humor were going to be in sync. So it was sometime later before I got to know them as a couple. Phil and I worked together at an independent video store in Murray, which was the home of a lot of great days and a lot of really bad days too. But there was one day in particular after I had already found out that they were a couple, and I was not surprised at all, but also, but instead, very glad, because I'm sure most of you know that it's really difficult to find two people who you really like who get together. So, Sad but true. Okay, so there was one night in particular in searching for the perfect Phill and Heather moment that comes to mind. The two of them had come up to the store and were just kind of hanging out with me on one of my really late shifts. And it was a winter night in Murray, kind of the perfect winter night in Murray, just very cold, very dry, just still outside. And we were at our regular post, the front sidewalk, and out of nowhere it started to snow. And not flurries, but huge balls of serious snow. And Heather was really excited. In fact, she was so excited that she ran out into the parking lot and started dancing in the snow as it fell all around her. And Phill just kind of stayed at his post and he watched her. And I could tell that he had just had this look on his face like he adored her. He loved her, you know. And so from that point forward, I just kind of waited for them to announce the date. Because I could tell by his face that that was it. So, I guess what I'm saying is this. No matter where you guys go, if you can manage to maintain the happiness that you had in that moment, I mean, I've never seen another couple with that kind of happiness. And if you can manage to maintain that over the years, then I think life's going to be easy for you.
Is that like the time I ran out into the parking lot with all Phil's birthday balloons?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I guess I speak for everyone when I say best of luck with that, and, you know, keep reciprocating those feelings. Let's raise our glasses, I guess. Those of you have them. And if you don't, we'll just pretend.
Cupcakes, yeah. It's a real cupcake.
How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. I needed the shelter of someone's arms. There you were. I needed someone to understand my ups and downs. There you were.
And go ahead and cut, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Did you hit a macadamia nut?
Maybe pineapple. Uh-oh.
There. Okay. We're gonna set the pace for the rest of our race. Oh!
Yeah.
Spot me. There we go.
Okay, now you have to eat it with your face because there's no forks.
Awesome. Okay, wait. You would be? Yeah.
Okay, here.
Feed Heather first. It would be. Okay. You know,
Okay, go here. Yay!
Okay.
Okay.
And that would go right here. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah.